The PAYD is basically anyone who's seeking to come to realize what an African identity is, a true African identity, not just something borrowed from other places or affected only by colonialism, but also how our heritage can enrich us and move forward into the future. This summit, in its conception, is really unique in the sense that it is trying to bring together different generations. The majority of conferences that I've heard of are either focused only at the youth or only at the elders of our continent, whereas this one is trying to put those two groups together to try and engage them and try to come up with new and innovative ways of looking at ethical leadership and actually implementing it in our continent.
What makes this summit different is that you are not coming to listen to a lecture. You're coming to engage and contribute in a dialogical space. Okay, so that means that I get to speak to the guest speakers, the elders, if you like, and try and emerge out of that with a renewed self-consciousness. The purpose of the summit is that we're trying to change souls. We don't do that through mass lectures. We do that through intimate spaces and dialogue. Thematically, the summit is broken up into 3 days. And over the course of 3 days, we intend to explore several issues under the following themes. The first one is the conception of the 21st century African. What does it mean to be Pan-African? Rethinking some of those ideas. The second is knowledge, language, and media. In what ways is the media contributing to the collective consciousness, or rather the narrative within which we find ourselves? Community and civil society is the other. And then trade and economy, political economy. In what ways can we try and get members of the corporate community to walk with members of civil society in effective ways of trying to resuscitate the corporate social investment schemes and programs that we have in place. And of course, all of that contributing towards the idea of redefining Pan-African narrative in the 21st century. We're excited about some very great speakers. We've deliberately gone out of our way to try and find people from all sorts of backgrounds, be it civil society, government, the corporate environment, NGOs, etc. We're looking forward to having conversations with the likes of the Minister Trevor Manuel, because it is an outward-looking summit. In other words, it is transcontinental. We are trying to find people from all over the world who are doing different things, whether in the diasporic communities, etc. So Chimamanda Adichie Ngozi is one of them. We've got Wanjiru Ruttenberg is another. Togo Didiza is another. Frank Chikane is another. And these are all people that come from different spaces and have done different things in life. And we're trying to be able to bridge that gap between the old and the new.
The idea is that, and I guess it's the challenge with many causes like this one, is that you want to get as many people as you can involved. You want to be inclusive, and unfortunately there are costs to cover. But one of the ways we're trying to handle the fact that someone might not be able to afford the registration fee is to have a champion delegate, which is someone, individual or organization or company, who would sponsor a specific individual to attend the summit as a delegate. So yeah, for example, I could pay for someone else to attend, or a group of people and that kind of thing.
Visit thepay.org to hear more about us, or visit our Facebook page, or even follow us on Twitter, and that is where you'll find us.